So today we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, rewriting your soul contract. The thing I love about writing your soul contract is that our lives are constantly changing, and what I wanted 5 years ago is not what I want now. And maybe what I want now is not what I want in the future. So writing your contract or rewriting your contract is a great way to kind of reassess what you've been doing and maybe tweak it a little bit so that you can have something wonderful and great in the future. So what we're going to do today is we're going to realign your chakras, because you can't really do a contract unless you're kind of balanced and aligned. And then you're going to need some paper and a pen, because we're going to actually rewrite your soul contract. Today might be something where you just pick one item today, because this is a new thing to you. So maybe pick one subject: love, money, work, family, travel, something, maybe even home, something specific within your life that you want to change. And maybe just focus on that today. And then as you get kind of understanding how this all works, then add an additional 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 items in your life. So it's kind of fun. So take a minute, grab a pen and paper, and you're going to need that. And before you do that, let's realign your chakras. You can close your eyes if you want, or you can sit here and just watch me, I guess. So now that we're aligned and balanced, you have your paper and pen, we're going to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. So your soul contract, you're probably wondering, what is that? Well, your soul is a spiritual part of a person that is believed to give life to the body, and in many religions is believed to live forever. And your contract is a legal agreement between people, companies, etc. It's a document on which the words of a contract are written. So when you come in to your life, you have a contract, and as you say or state things within your life, absolute terms like I'll never do this, or those kinds of, those statements that you do in your life, your thought forms throughout your life, they kind of get put into this soul contract. And how this occurs is that you have a keeper. And a keeper, the definition is an astral entity that carries the contract or intention for which the thought form has been constructed. So a keeper will continue to create the thought form and situation again and again if it is never released from the aura. So what does this actually mean? Well, the keeper, the best way to explain what a keeper is would be a 2 or 3 year old child. Everything you tell a 2 or 3 year old child, it's literal. They don't understand right and wrong. They don't understand good or bad, generally. So if you say, go jump in the lake, that child, that 2 to 3 year old is going to literally go and jump in the lake or find a lake and jump in it. And that's kind of what our keeper's doing. Our keeper is literally taking your information, the words and your thoughts, and making sure that it happens in your contract. And we'll continue to repeat that type of information. So if you say, I'm never having children, that keeper says, oh, this is what this person said. I'm going to make sure it continuously, I'm going to keep that thought, and I'm going to continuously keep and maintain that thought. If you say, I'm never going to ever amount to anything, well, every time you try to amount to something, something pushes you back and you have some issue, some curveball, some, wrench in the day or into your life. And that is your keeper. Your keeper's keeping that information that you said at some point in your life, and they're going to continue to maintain that. And that's just an astral entity that doesn't know right or wrong. They just take the information and run with it. So we need to kind of clear all those keepers out of your contract. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get rid of the keepers that have been redoing constant things that have been inhibiting you from getting past your money problems, your love problems, your, marriage problems, your work problems. So the first thing we want to do is get out your paper, and we're going to write today's date on the paper. And I want you to write that you are rewriting your contract. So you're going to state that you're rewriting your contract. So you're going to put I, state your name, and rewriting my contract. And I want you to type what type of contract. So I so-and-so am rewriting my love contract, money contract, work contract, whatever it is. And we're going to stick to one thing specifically for today. When you watch this again or you redo this later, you can add 1, 2, 3, 5 other items. But let's, for today specifically, just pick one item of concern in your life that you want to rewrite. So you're going to say, I so-and-so am rewriting my money contract, my love contract, my work contract, whatever it is. Okay? And then after that, I want you to state that I release myself from all previous contracts and keepers of said contracts. And the reason why you're doing that is you're putting it in writing, like a contract needs to be put in writing, and you're releasing from yourself all of those previous contracts and all those keepers, those ones that kept telling you that you can't do something, or you can't be this, you can't have money, you can't have love, whatever. You're going to release all those keepers of those contracts, okay? All right, and then what you want to do is identify and state what it is you want in your life. So, if you want love, describe what kind of love, how you want to relate to it, set time frames, etc. So, take a moment and think about how you want to write it. If it's a love contract, what type of person? Are they going to be open-minded, allow you to be individualistic? Are they going to be, have money? Are they not going to have money? Are they going to be focused on family life? What types of things that you want? Be specific and set the time frames that this person's going to come in your life in July or April or February. Set the times and dates and all that stuff specifically for that. If it's a work contract, maybe it's your boss is going to give you more responsibility. So if you want more responsibility, if you want less responsibility. Is your coworkers going to foster a good working environment? Those kinds of things. You want to write those specific things, not just what's happening with you, but around you within relationship to love or work or money. So you want to write that. Take a minute, and I'm going to pour myself a cup of tea while you work on that for a minute. And like I said, make sure you set time frames for those types of things. And specifics about yourself and those that be working within you, within your home, your family, your work, within money. And if it's going to take a little longer, and sometimes it does, just put this on pause for a minute while you keep thinking about what you want to write. And like I said, it's better to stick to one item for today, and you can always come back and write the other items on a different contract on another piece of paper, or I'll combine it all together. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to thank your guides. So I say, I thank my guides, my angels, or God, whoever is your higher power, for assisting me in closing any loops that you may have missed. And the reason we do that is, like I said, we've got these keepers, these literal keepers that will make sure whatever you said, and they'll just run with it. So there may be something you might have forgotten in that contract today specifically. So we're going to ask our next highest power, God, our angels, our guides, to help us close any of those loose ends in our contract that we may have missed. So make sure you do that. And then lastly, I want you to sign it. Say sincerely, and then sign your name. And the reason why we have you sign your name is because you're sealing your contract. You're basically putting your name to the contract. And what I like to do is, usually it's all rippy, it's all kind of, all written all over. So sometimes I like to rewrite it so it looks a little nicer. And if you want to frame it or whatever, put it in some little area that you can refer to it in a couple days. And what I would do is generally I put it aside for a few days, because like anything, it takes the universe a couple days to kind of catch up, because maybe you've asked your coworkers to be nicer to you, or your boss to respect you. Well, it's going to take a couple days to get to those people in that contract. So now that you've written your contract, like I said, check it in 3 days and see if you need to tweak it a little bit. Again, I love this rewriting your soul contract. It's amazing. I love to see what happens to my friends and family as they start making changes in their lives, and hopefully you'll have the same wonderful experience that I have had rewriting my contract. Have a great day.